March podcast. Hello, everyone. This is Subterranean Gamers coming to you with another monthly podcast
Ooh, pretty kitty.
of gaming-related news. I am joined here with Big Easy,
The god.
the god of burritos, and apparently one of our cats agrees with them. This month's podcast news covers sites from Polygon, Twitter, and CapcomUnity.com. Let's go over some of the newest news.
Don't forget Bandai Namco, buddy.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I'm not citing them. I'm citing the Polygon articles that cover them.
Alrighty.
But yes. Anyways, new stuff coming out that was just announced March 15th, which is the day that this podcast was recorded. Starting with Soul Calibur 6, a new character has been announced. It is Geralt from the Witcher series. Yay!
A lot of people saw that one coming, but it is so nice to have guest characters back in fighting games. I don't care what you say. Nothing but good can come from it. True, there are some legacy characters that other people would rather see, and me personally being affected by my lack of my legacy loves, it is a deal breaker. It is. That's one of the sole reasons why I didn't buy the past Soul Calibur games, because the characters who I like to play, Salamel and Talum, were not in the game. So I wasn't that well invested. I didn't purchase. That's just how it goes with some people. Since I've been on that side of the spectrum, I understand.
Alright. I don't really have anything to add on Geralt's character as is, but other characters that have been announced for Soul Calibur 6 are Geralt, Ivy,
I just said it.
Zasalamel,
Salamel.
thank you, Sophitia, Mitsurugi, Nightmare, Keelik, and
Grow.
Grow is a Soul Calibur newcomer, as well as
Shanghua.
that one.
That's alright, you can do it.
I'm sure I can. I choose not to. Soul Calibur 6 will be coming out on the PS4, PC, and Xbox One later this year. There is no release date as of yet. Other today news covers Overwatch.
Everyone's favorite, some people's only, shooting experience.
On March 15th, at Play Overwatch on Twitter alludes that Brigitte will become a playable character on all consoles March 20th of 2018.
So for all you people dying to have a new support, go ahead, give this one a try. And please remember, please, she is a support character first. Not a DPS, not a tank, a support character. There's no such thing as playing a DPS port of a healer. You heal and support your team, and you try and stay alive. That is your goal.
And she basically focuses on, hey, rally to me, stay grouped up, be together, stick with your goddamn healer.
Your job as Brigitte is to stay in this weird middle ground on the front line. You can't stay in the back line because you don't heal while you're in the back line. Most of her healing comes from her passive, and she only gets that healing out when she's doing damage. I know that will put the bloodlust in a lot of people's eyes, but your job is to stay with your tanks. Let your tanks take the damage, do your healing by doing your damage, play safe. Don't overextend. Only overextend if you have the say-so of your team and the backing of your other tanks. She does have a very powerful stun that can also help deal with the flankers. And she has a boop. Boop. So please, by all means, do not...
Can you turn that down, please?
Do not be that person that plays DPS healer.
Don't be me. Don't be me. Audience, don't be me.
Find that nice little pocket, that nice little niche that nice little balance. That is your job. Have fun.
The trailer, the tweet also includes a small 1 minute video from the lead character artist Ben Zhang, and he just talks about his the way that he brought Brigette's character to life. It's a nice short little video. I recommend giving it a look.
She's best girl. Okay, she's not, but she's up there now.
Who's best girl?
I'm not gonna have the discussion here.
Other today news: March 15th announced by @PlayStation on Twitter. Tomb Raider's newest game just got teased with a release date. Lara Croft's next adventure, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, comes out September 14th on PS4.
Give me a second.
While Big Easy is chugging there.
Sorry about that. I'm just hungry as hell.
Don't blame me. Now he's
Okay.
contemplating.
Now, if no one has ever played these Tomb Raider remakes, they're fairly cheap now. You're behind. Go out, do yourself that favor, and play these games. They're all very well crafted. The whole idea of, oh, I don't want to play this. I got Nathan Drake. That's preposterous. Who cares? With that kind of argument, you would only play one fighting game. You would only play one shooter. You would only play one adventure game. You would only play one RPG. Go ahead, do yourself a favor, and play these Tomb Raider games. They're surprisingly solid. They've done a really good job of revamping this character and showing you this origin story. And now a new one's coming out. This should be getting close to coming full circle, and Lara should be coming into her own, being the adventurer you guys all remember from your childhood. Or if you didn't play those, you're in for a surprise and to see what kind of character she's developed into. Besides this, kind of unsure girl, which she mostly came out of that shell in the second game.
Alright. So yeah, as a reminder, Lara Croft's Shadow of the Tomb Raider, September 14th on PS4. One more bit of today news, March 15th. @Blizzard Heroes on Twitter pumped out a teaser trailer for a new
Tachikoma.
for a new hero in Heroes of the Storm. It is StarCraft's character Phoenix, Fenix, and it does look like a little Tachikoma from the Ghost in the Shell show and manga.
It's been a fortnight since I've played
Fortnite.
Heroes of the Storm, so I don't have much to add on that.
I really don't have much to add on that either. It was really just a, hey, this character is coming out. We don't know if it's going to be a DPS or a tank or anything like that.
But it is nice that this game is so old and still receives support. It must still have a player base in this MOBA heavy market right now, because as all the other MOBAs have come and gone, this one is still around, so Blizzard must be doing something right.
Smite got spited.
It's still around.
It's around.
It's still around. It's still getting content.
So is the Ugandan Knuckles, but
That's dead.
I like how serious he got when I brought that up.
That's dead.
Speaking of other StarCraft / Blizzard news, this was announced back in March 4th. StarCraft, the video game, turns 20 March 31st. Almost happy birthday, StarCraft.
Yikes.
That game is 20 years old.
Let this be known that as long as you do something right, it doesn't matter how old the game is, or people are still going to play that shit. People are still playing a 20-year-old game.
Mm-hmm. Blizzard Entertainment is celebrating that anniversary with a series of streams and in-game giveaways, such as, there's a lot of stuff. For like in-game rewards for Diablo 3, Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm, Overwatch, StarCraft 2, StarCraft Remastered, and World of Warcraft. Wow. A lot of free shit. skins, in-game rewards, and you even get like a little battle cruiser pet in Diablo 3. You just get this little war machine flying beside you. It's called the Domino's Revenge. Oh boy. In order to receive these in-game stuff, log in after March 6th, and you should just get this stuff. Don't for the World of Warcraft one, between March the 31st and April 6th, salute one of the following StarCraft themed. Salute one of the following StarCraft themed companion pets: the Zergling, Grunty, Mini Thor, Baneling, or Zerodar, to receive a Salute to StarCraft feat of strength. I don't know what that does, but hey, it sounds cool. And all of these other games, as I mentioned, they will also have cool in-game content to be released. We will have an article in the link dump, which will give you a much more better understanding of what will be released and when. Not to mention that Blizzard plans to host an anniversary stream on March 30th and 31st, featuring popular StarCraft personalities on Twitch.
Who?
I don't know.
Who?
I don't know. Very good people who play StarCraft, apparently. On March 31st, Blizzard will also release a video feature on YouTube titled StarCraft is Life, a celebration featuring StarCraft's biggest fans as they, quote, look back on their favorite memories from the past 20 years, end quote. So, once again, if you're doing it right, you're doing it right. And happy birthday, StarCraft, and we look forward to another 20 years.
Of mining minerals and pylons.
and crushing Zergs beneath your intergalactic boot heel.
On to more interesting news.
I don't know. All that was fairly interesting, at least for me.
You play StarCraft?
I do.
You do?
Yes.
When's the last time you cut that game on? Don't lie to me now.
3 months ago.
3 months ago, so you don't play StarCraft. Moving on.
When was the last time you played Heroes of the Storm?
Shit.
Moving on.
I didn't say shit regarding Heroes of the Storm.
Moving on. March 8th, Nintendo had a little event called Nintendo Direct. They released a bunch of information on a bunch of new games coming out for the future.
And it looks like if you don't have a Switch, you lacking. Because some of the stuff coming out for the Switch, even though a lot of the games coming out recently, oh, not a lot, but the ones that did come out and the ones that are selling have been very fun. Nintendo has its emphasis on fun, and I believe a lot of people are getting away from that.
Indeed. We're just gonna run through a handful of cool stuff from that was announced in the Nintendo Direct. What would you call it? A stream?
It's called a Nintendo Direct stream, yeah.
Okay.
Nintendo does Nintendo Directs instead of attending, press conferences.
Okay, they just do their own thing.
They do.
Much.
They've been doing this for quite some time.
Okay. Nice. Super Smash Bros.
Oh, rejoice, all of you party gamers. I'm joking. That shit's hard to play well. Melee is a lot harder to play. But then, everyone has their own little ticks and tacks, but we're not gonna... But new Smash Bros. Is coming along the horizon. Sakurai is making his return and developing this game. So we can only speculate onto what direction this game is going to take. If it's going to take a more technical route as Melee or a less so technical route in Smash Brothers for the Wii U. Now, the main thing that's going to happen here, so Smash Brothers has always, since Brawl, has gathered characters from third parties and pitted them in the fray. No one would have suspected Snake to be fighting Mario in a video game ever in their entire life. Nobody would have seen Mega Man, Pac-Man, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Mario all on the same screen fighting against Bayonetta and Cloud Strife. Okay, this is some fantasy football fan fiction bullshit, but it's so good.
I mean, it would kind of make sense since they're all owned by Capcom, not Cloud Strife.
Or Bayonetta.
Isn't she covered by Capcom?
Platinum Games, Team Little Angels. No,
Huh. Never mind.
neither is Snake.
Wow. Okay, go on. Continue.
So that's something to look forward to see what other guest characters. Oh, and I forgot Ryu.
Oh, yeah.
From Street Fighter made his debut. Like, so there we go.
He's Capcom.
It's always nice to see these crossovers, these extra characters put in their game. Everybody has their gripes on, character selection, and with Smash Brothers, this big clone conspiracy thing, because we don't need 3 Foxes. We don't need 3 Marios. We don't need them taking up character slots. I know their moves have different properties, but by all means, nobody likes seeing these slots taken up by the character doing cosplay. Nobody likes seeing that. But it's going to make a return. It's going to make a return every single game, and Sakurai does not give a shit. Which is unfortunate, but that is just how it is.
What do you have to say about some of the new characters that look like that they are going to be taking part in the new Super Smash Bros?
We don't have any indication on new characters besides the Inklings. Inklings are from Splatoon. They are going to make their triumphant debut in the new Switch game because Splatoon took off. Nintendo needed a shooter. They gave us Splatoon, and it's fun. If you haven't played it, do yourself that solid. If it's not for you, well, that's just too bad. That's just too damn bad.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. I had nothing to say.
No, I was going to wrap that bit up, but if you have some more to say, go.
Go ahead. That's it.
Super Smash Bros. Does not have a release date, but it should be coming out this year.
Oh, okay. I might have one more thing to say.
Okay. Go for it. You did that, I'm like, grab soda.
This is very important for Nintendo to finally get their online together. They are moving forward with their pay-to-play platform, and if we are paying to play your games online now, that means you will have extra funding. Your billion-dollar company will have extra funding to make your online services top-notch, top-tier. Please get on the board and make my Smash Brothers online experience something I want to remember with fondness, not something I want to cringe and throw up in a toilet bowl every time I have to remember it. Looking at you, Brawl.
Mario Tennis Aces.
Oh my god, that game looks so fun.
I'm not big on tennis games, but after watching the trailer that you showed us the other day, it does look fun.
Who the hell wants to play a tennis game? All 12 people in the whole world? Nobody wants to play an actual tennis game. Fucking what? Major League Tennis 2K19? Ain't no one trying to play that bullshit. But Mario Tennis? Man, that game looks like fun. I didn't know anything about tennis until I played a Mario Tennis game. I didn't know 15 love, 40 all. I didn't know the scoring, but now I do. They introduced a meter function. All the characters, of course, have their own play style. They have traditional to go back in case you don't like the new mechanics they added. The game looks fairly decent. This is straight fun, 100% fun. I've never been salivating at the mouth, my little pug jowls, for a tennis game, for a Mario Tennis. Even like I played the one for the GameCube, for the N64. After that, it was whatever. I don't give a shit. Mario Tennis, whatever. Take a back seat. But now we're here at this new one, and this just looks like gold. Whatever they're doing at Nintendo, they're doing it. This shit looks like it's working. I'm about to buy me a Switch.
Oh, all right. Mario Tennis Aces will be released on the Switch June 22nd. More than 15 games will be playable on Mario Tennis Aces. So you're not just getting just tennis, by the sounds of it. Like, I'm sure they're all like tennis themed games.
Yeah, they're probably like little mini games like Pokemon Stadium or whatever.
So yeah, get a Switch. Check it out. Wario Gold.
Your new WarioWare game is here. For all you people who like playing these weird-ass mini-games that have nothing to do with anything, but they're just fun for no reason. You know, pick the nose, flick the booger, take the umbrella and stir your soup with it. WarioWare has always had some real funky games, some real funky characters, but it's always supplied you with real funky fun. So WarioWare's hitting the Switch. All that niche game is here. All you people who like playing that shit, go ahead and do it. The handheld option for the Switch makes it perfect for you to take on the go and weird out all your friends in the school bus.
Perfect. No release date as of yet. Okay. Also announced at the Nintendo Direct something called Dillion's Dead Heat Breakers.
At the RPG?
Yes.
That looked interesting.
Dillion is an anthropomorphic armadillo.
Oh, that's a different RPG. Alright, that's not the one I was thinking about. You go ahead and talk about that one. It looked like some weird indie throwaway. But hey, if that's your stick, go ahead and give it a look-see. See if you like it.
Dillion's Rolling Western first debuted on the 3DS eShop back in 2012.
He really wanted to say Rolling Western.
Rolling Western. Now, I guess a Nintendo Direct wants to make another game featuring him called Dillion's Dead Heat Breakers. Okay. Good on you, Nintendo. Next game talked about is Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story and Bowser Jr.'s Journey.
Alright, here we have another Mario and Luigi Partners in Crime, blah 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 RPG. These games have always been real silly, real wacky, real fun. And if you're a fan of the Mario RPG element, by all means, here is your next handheld adventure to take forth on you with your 3DS and have fun with that. Dialogue has always been top-notch, pun game has always been on point. So do yourself a favor and pick those up.
Alright. That does not have a release date as of yet. So, yeah. It should be getting a 3DS release in 2019, though.
Oh, shit.
That's a while.
In the meantime, I don't know. You'll find something to do.
Hey, Pokemon lovers, do you want to... Oh, God, that sounded bad. Do you want something to quench your Pokemon thirst? Introducing Detective Pikachu's pre-orders are now live!
The best thing about this, we may not have gotten Danny DeVito to do the voice of Pikachu, but we did get a kind of raspy, rough Pikachu voice. So that's a plus. Outside of that, you have... Check the trailer out. Looks like a mystery game. Phoenix Wright style almost. I don't know. I may have thrown out the wrong game to put an analogy onto it.
Go for it. I don't care.
And I want to make sure this is as accurate as I possibly can get. It's one of those funky experiences that you may not like, that you may like. Oh, this is the whole thing about taking risks. Play it, let the people know how you feel about it, or watch somebody play it, since that's the popular thing nowadays. Detective Pikachu is here, y'all.
Apparently, Detective Pikachu is also getting a big amiibo launching on the same day of its release, which will be March 23rd.
Well, what's different between this Pikachu amiibo and Detective Pikachu amiibo? What's different? Why would I get this one?
That I don't know.
Because it's bigger.
Because it's bigger.
You get a bigger Pikachu, and it probably unlocks some random stuff on your game. I like how Nintendo thinks that we're all stupid and that we're going to pay $14 for game-locked content and we're going to get a doll in its place. I'm not stupid. I know y'all ain't stupid, but hey, it's working for Nintendo. Ain't no one saying shit about it.
Bigger is better. Guess what's getting a remake that nobody wanted?
I don't know. Final Fantasy VII?
No, it is Luigi's Mansion from the GameCube.
Oh boy.
It is getting remade for the 3DS.
Now, if this was being remade on the Switch, or put on the eShop for the Switch, this would have been great. A game that's perfect for motion controls for your Wii remote, or for your... Ooh, excuse me. Or for, what are those damn things called? Joy-Cons.
Don't die.
Help. So, a missed opportunity here. really big missed opportunity. You're gonna re-release a game for the third time, second time, and skip out on your motion controls. So, all right, that's a loss for Nintendo. That's a loss.
Skipping ahead a little bit. What do we got? Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy.
Yay, it's not exclusive anymore. Next.
The Insane Trilogy will include remastered versions of the first 3 Crash Bandicoot games, and that will be released on July 10th. Also, South Park: The Fractured Butthole will be coming to the Switch.
Yay. Well, they may be late, but hey, they're trying.
I don't want to play it.
Why?
Because I played the first one and it was terrible.
Excuse yourself.
it was fun to play, but overall it was a terrible thing.
This is not.
I felt dirty at the end of it.
Why would you feel dirty? It's South Park.
That's exactly why.
All right. What? Too Long didn't read. He liked the game, but he don't like South Park.
Yeah.
So the game's good.
Okay. You know what else is good?
Burritos.
The Dark Souls Remastered is also coming to the Switch.
Is it only the Switch?
No. It should be coming out on other platforms as well. Let me double check that. In the meantime, do you want to talk about that?
Journey all the way back to what year was it? 2006?
Probably.
All the way back to when this game finally hit popularity away from its darker big brother Demon Souls. So, we're here with Dark Souls Remastered. Your 4-way rolling has returned. Your more mystical realm has returned. Complete with all the DLC. If you've never played a Dark Souls game, if you've never played Bloodborne, by all means, let this be your starting point. The game is fantastic.
I just double checked, and yes, the Dark Souls Remastered will be coming out on the Switch, PC, PS4, and Xbox One May 25th.
Now, the remastered version hitting PC, I don't know exactly what they could change that the modding community hasn't already introduced into the game. 60 frames per second, modding community already did it. Better resolution, modding community already did it. Excuse me, graphical update, 4K, modding community probably already did it. Making the game more difficult, modding community did it. So if you're looking for this game to have the online experience back, that's probably your only reason. Otherwise, this is probably for you console players only.
Alright. And as I mentioned before, it will be released May 25th on pretty much all platforms, including, same day as it comes out, Nintendo Direct also announced a amiibo for Dark Souls. Guess who it features?
Nobody important.
It features none other than Dark Souls 1 fan favorite character, Solaire, giving his epic
Solaire of Astora.
Praise the Sun pose.
So Sunbro gets his own amiibo. I have no idea what purpose you would have to buy this if you are not just a collector of amiibos. What would you have to do? What would this amiibo have to do for you if you were going to buy this amiibo? Do you just want it to, for collection purposes, or would it have to do something in-game?
Supposedly in-game, like, the amiibo will allow you to have access to the Praise the Sun emote, like, right away. I'm pretty sure that's it.
Sounds like a load of horse shit to me. You can get the Praise the Sun emote in the first 3 minutes of that game.
I don't think that's true.
You can go to the demon, you run straight to the Sun Altar, run right past the Drake, and you have the emote.
Don't you get that, like, after you get, like, X amount of gold coins, though?
No, you have to find the Sun Altar.
Oh, that's it?
That's it. Just go to the Sun Altar, run right past the Drake on the bridge, and that's it.
Pretty sure that takes more than 3 minutes.
Okay, excuse me. 5. Excuse me.
So yes, May 25th, Dark Souls.
It really should give you some in-game armor. Some exclusive Nintendo-themed in-game armor. It doesn't have to give you any extra stats, but I would like it for it to map over your gear. Maybe a Legend of Zelda armor set? Maybe? That's so much to ask? Give me a reason to buy this amiibo.
It looks cool.
Humbug.
Another port to the Nintendo Switch on May 18th. Little Nightmares, complete with all DLC.
Yay.
Yeah. You've seen us play Little Nightmares on our channel. If you like, give those videos a look and see what Little Nightmares is all about. It is a dark, grisly puzzle platformer. Is that an accurate description?
It's a puzzle game.
It's a puzzle game. It's cute. It's spooky.
Once again, better late than never, Nintendo. So, if you haven't already played that one on the PlayStation, Xbox One, or excuse me, the PC, you know, now you have access to it.
Another game that is coming to the Nintendo Switch, which I don't think you care about, is Undertale.
Yay!
Undertale's coming to the Switch.
If you ain't picked that shit up on PC for $2 yet, then there's no purpose in you getting it now.
Undertale, for those who don't know, is a indie game that was released on PC back in 2015. It is heading to the Switch eventually. There is no release date for that yet.
If there's no release date for this, they have to be adding new content. This is not graphically straining. There shouldn't be too many legality hoops to shoot through to get this game. They might be planning some content, Nintendo exclusive content for this port. Otherwise, this sounds like a gigantic waste.
I think they want to release this as one of those, like, in-between games, like in-between release titles. This will tide you over.
To tide who over from what? Like, this game is 2 years old, 3 years old almost.
It's still fun to play.
And the way it looks, no one's gonna break through their Nintendo store and shuts down servers to pick this game up, regardless of how good or what little tidbits was in the game. If they needed something to tide themselves over, I'm pretty sure they could just pop in their copy of Mario Breath of the Wild, Mario and the Raving Rabbids, Mario Tennis when that comes out, Super Smash Bros. When that comes out. They'll be alright. Undertale is not something to tide nobody over.
Alright. And finally, the last bit of Nintendo Direct news. Hyrule
Warriors.
Thank you.
The game that was on your Wii U 4 years ago. If you haven't had enough of Dynasty Warriors, is getting another release outside of the Switch, outside of the Wii U, and your 3DS.
And it does have a definitive release date of May 18th.
Here we go. Tecmo Koei, and I don't know if Team Ninja has anything to do with them anymore. Back at your wallet again to buy the same game you've been buying since 2002. If you haven't had your fill of Dynasty Warriors yet, here's some good news. We're getting another release for Dynasty Warriors featuring your characters from Hyrule that you already played 4 years ago. Look forward to that. If you haven't had enough of Dynasty Warriors when you're playing your Dynasty Warriors Fire Emblem Edition, that was also on the Switch.
Oh wow! Didn't the new Dynasty Warriors game come out already?
Yes. Another your favorite game, Dynasty Warriors 7, I believe.
9.
Muso Warriors 9 has released, and that shit flopped harder than a flaccid penis. I am hearing nothing good about this game.
I'm hearing nothing.
But it has its diehard fans. I know a handful of their diehard fans, and they are not pleased with this release. But what can be expected? I don't know how it's holding on to its fans now when not so much innovation has been put forth into this game to differentiate itself from past titles. The most difference it's ever gotten was its Muso Warriors Z. Their weird Super Saiyan-esque, everyone had power-ups, weird hair, and spirit animals. That was their most innovative attempt at changing their game. But hey, it's still making money. People are still buying it. People are still looking forward to it. It's here, guys.
Now, there was a handful of things that we did not mention on Nintendo Direct's stream.
But that's the purpose of the Nintendo Direct, for you to watch it, not for us to report it. Go ahead and give it a look.
Exactly, and we will include links to that in the video description. Dark Souls Amiibo. Hehe. Phrase's son.
Glory to the Abyss.
Monster Hunter World.
The GOAT.
The GOAT.
Greatest of all time.
Tell me about the monster that's coming out.
For all you people who have never played Monster Hunter, and this one being your very first Monster Hunter game, we are having the return of the angriest pickle, the Deviljho. Deviljho makes his return on the 22nd, complete with new weapons, new armor sets, something for us people who have not a fucking thing to do in this game because it's a grind fest for shit that we could have created in past games. Decorations, random drops for these streamstones, Elder Dragon, tempered hunts. And if you have bad luck like me, it's all annoying. But now we have the Deviljho making his triumphant return. Here to put new hunters straight into the grave, just like the tempered Kirin. Hopefully they don't dumb it down too much. Hopefully.
And that's coming out on the 29th?
The 22nd.
22nd of March?
Yes, the 22nd of this month, the Deviljho drops. We also have, to be announced for its release date, we also have the Devil May Cry armor set, your Dante armor set, coming sometime this year.
Silver-haired Dante.
The Capcom Dante, not the Ninja Theory Dante. This armor set comes with, it'll be just like the Ryu armor set and the Aoi armor set. It'll have its own set abilities. You won't see the amount of gems that you get until you purchase or craft the armor set. And then you can upgrade it to whatever purpose you seem fit to get more defensive points. Also, the weapon that comes with it, your Alistair, is a charge blade. The shield will be hidden for more accuracy towards your character for Dante, but it is a charge blade weapon. As the Aoi weapon was a bow and arrow, now you have a charge blade for Dante.
Ooh, nice.
Look forward to that for whatever day that's going to come out.
Yeah, no release date for the Dante armor yet.
We also have a balance patch that has been, I don't know about balance, but we have a patch for Monster Hunter that tweaked some things, mainly, I guess, the damage on charge files for charge blades, and no longer do us Gunlance players have to dish out a whole bar of sharpness just for one combo. Yay.
A little bit more of Devil May Cry news. On March 13th, it was also announced that the Devil May Cry HD Collection is now available on PC, PS4, and Xbox One for $29.99.
Now, is this a real HD collection? Because I don't remember if it was this one or the Silent Hill and it missed a game. Does this have Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3?
This one, all right. The thing with the Silent Hill one, yes, the Silent Hill HD collection does not include Silent Hill 1 because the original developers of Silent Hill 1 kind of lost most of the core game mechanics, and they couldn't rebuild it from scratch.
Oh, that's fine, but
So
we
instead
didn't get it. So it wasn't a real collection. It was just 1 and 2. This one is a real collection?
Well, the last one was like 2 and 3, but this one is a collection of Devil May Cry's 1, 2, and 3.
All right, you guys go ahead and pick up your HD remaster of Devil May Cry 1 and 3 and relive the action-adventure platformer that I believe is better than God of War. But hey, fight me.
What's wrong with 2?
But hey, fight me in the streets.
What's wrong with DMC 2?
The fact that you can't say it with a straight face.
I want to hear your answer. That's why I'm laughing.
Moving on.
Oh, wow. Have you ever been driving, but you don't know where you're going, so you bring up your handy-dandy GPS app on your iPhone or Android phone, your smartphone, but it always looks so boring staring at that arrow, go this way, go that way. Well, now for the next week, starting March 10th, so it really ends probably the 17th, you can have Mario in his go-kart as your little icon.
Which is unfortunate. It's only going to last for the remainder of this month, but it's still nice.
This is in celebration of Mario Day, March 10th, MAR 10.
Har 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 har.
I didn't come up with that.
Har har har.
But as tweeted from at Nintendo America, Mario's Kart is driving through Google Maps for the next week. I'm assuming, like I said, March 10th to the 17th. You can have Mario as an option. It's not like, concrete. It's like, yes, your icon is changed forever and you cannot change it back. No, bring up your GPS, plug in your destination, and then before you actually start, you'll see a small question mark icon. If you click on that, the option will bring up, hey, you want Mario to be your icon? You go yes, and then you'll hear Mario go, "Oh, let's go," and then he shows up on your map, and it's hilarious. I have a lot of fun with it. I didn't know that I needed it until I got it. It's an unnecessary addition, but I think it's cute.
It's fun. It is one of the best things that you didn't know you needed, and it will be gone.
It will be gone, definitely by the end of the month, unless some lovely glitch happens and Mario stays.
That's up to Nintendo, but we'll see.
Thank you, Mario. And the last bit of news for the podcast is some Tekken news. It's old news, but it's really just hey, by the way. Noctis from the latest Final Fantasy game is coming to Tekken March 20th.
But I would have wanted a legacy character. Yeah, I would have wanted legacy characters too. But he's here. Noctis comes out next Tuesday, as per this recording anyway. So I and probably Red will be doing a little bit of coverage on the character, what his pros and cons are on day one, and new stage, new theme. Hey, we got a new character. Now that he's out the way, we can see what other characters are coming out next. Hopefully we are finally here for some legacy characters to make their triumphant return. I've been saying that a lot. Go ahead and let's hope for, I'm going to put it in my best foot for Julia or Zafina. And other people are going to say Lei Wulong. But please, Harada, I need my girls back. I really do.
Pricing is not announced, but it is expected to be in line with Geese, who costs $7.99.
Or just buy the season's pass,
or
whatever.
Yeah, be a big boy and buy the season's pass. Be an adult. That is all of the gaming news that I have. Big E, is there anything that you would like to add?
No, not really. Since we already came through and passed the part of Monster Hunter, all of my complaints about that will go unsaid because I chose for them to be unsaid.
Oh, okay. Well,
fuck all of this unnecessary farming.
I think it just got said. Isn't that the point of Monster Hunter though? Farming.
That's the point that's a point of a lot of things, but to put artificial difficulty, like artificial grinding, why do I have to grind to get a quest that I have to grind to get items? Like, it shouldn't take this long to get tempered Elder Dragon quests. It's already annoying enough trying to farm for decorations. I gotta farm for tempered Elder Dragon quests, and then it's a chance that I get it randomly, and it's a chance that I only get 1 or 2 decorations for a reward. Come on now.
That is a fair gripe.
And then it's also I have to get rare drops for gems, and then there's hero streamstones and warrior streamstones, and to upgrade the better part, you need hero streamstones, which are also a rare drop.
Damn.
Give me back my 2% gem drops any day.
No.
Yeah.
So that was Angry Jay and Big Easy coming at you from Subterranean Gamers with another monthly gaming podcast. Tune in next month for another podcast. We'll see what sort of gaming goodies come out in the meantime.
Please give me Zafina back, Harada. I'll suck your toes, man.
Tune in, and we will check out Noctis on Tekken. I will more than likely play Brigitte on Overwatch. And yeah, we'll see what other sort of stuff that will come out in the meantime. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and we will see you all in the next video.
Maybe.